What's up, everyone?
Welcome to today's full body 2 kettlebell workout. We've got a total body workout for you planned. If you only have 1 kettlebell, if you don't have 2 of the same size, don't worry about it. We'll show you some ways to make all of these moves work for 1 kettlebell as well. So we're excited that you're here. We hope you're ready. We're gonna get warmed up.
You're ready.
You're ready.
You're ready.
We're gonna get warmed up and then we're gonna get right into it.
All right, cool. So let's get some space around you. We're gonna first start on the floor and we're gonna go into some Cobras. All right, so lay down like this, prone on the floor. You're gonna press yourself up into this back extension. And then from there, I want you to transition back onto all fours. Bring your hands slightly forward and drop your chest and your head down towards the floor and really open up that chest and shoulder area. And then bring it forward. Let's get back into that Cobra pose. All right, so this is a great total body kind of spine opener. And then sit your hips back, hands come out in front of you, and drop your chest and head down towards the floor. Now it's important to note for this one, keep your butt up high in the air as opposed to letting it drop all the way back like a child's pose, all right? And then cycle back into a Cobra pose. We'll get one more. Come all the way up and bring it back down. Sit all the way back. Hands come forward a little bit more, sink your chest and head down towards the floor. Should feel it right throughout the mid-back, shoulders, everything opening up pretty good. And slowly come on up. Awesome. Now we're gonna stand on up and we're gonna do a toe touch squat with an alternating T-spine reach. All right, so you're just gonna follow along here. I want you to come down, try to touch your toes. If you need to bend the knees, that's totally fine. From there, you're gonna drop your hips down low, get your chest up tall. You're gonna reach one arm up diagonally, like so. Bring it back down and switch sides, like so. Good. Place your hands back down on your toes. You're gonna come up into that toe touch position and then stand on up. All right, we've got 2 more of those. All right, so come on down. Squat down as low as you're comfortable. Chest up tall, reach up diagonally. Bring it back down, switch sides. Bring it back down, toe touch position, stand up, one more. Toe touch, drop the hips, reach one arm up diagonally, bring it back down, switch sides, toe touch position, and stand on up. All right, you are warmed up.
All right, so we are gonna be doing 4 different circuits today. We have our lower body circuit first. So we're gonna grab your 2 kettlebells of the same size or your single kettlebell. We'll show you versions for both of those. And we're gonna do a pretty good leg burner right now, all right?
Yes.
So I'm gonna give you the first move in the circuit. It's gonna be 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest, 3 rounds through these 4 moves. I'll give you the first move now, and then I'll give you the rest of them as we go during the rest, all right? So what we're gonna start with is a dead start squat clean. So we're gonna have your 2 kettlebells underneath you like you're gonna set up for a deadlift. You're gonna hinge your hips back, grab your kettlebells. We're gonna bring them up, clean, right into a squat, stand up, and return them to the floor. Now you can also do this with 1 kettlebell. Even if you have 2 kettlebells, but you're not necessarily comfortable with the coordination of that clean, you can try it with 1 instead, which will feel a little bit more manageable. We come up, drop down, stand up. All right, whichever one works for you. That's how we're gonna start. 40 seconds on the clock. Remember, this is kind of a cardio-ish move, but it's still a strength circuit overall, so don't worry about speed as much as form and dialing in what we're doing with each movement.
Yeah.
All right,
cool.
Let's start in 5 seconds.
So nervous.
I'm a little nervous too. All right, we got 3, 2, 1, let's go. Cleaning right into that squat, standing, returning to the floor. Awesome. Trying to make sure that your grip isn't too tight on the kettlebells. If your grip is really tight, the kettlebells might bang into your wrists. If you loosen it a little bit, the kettlebell will glide around your hand a little bit better, and you'll catch it a little softer. Woo, we're halfway there. Nice job. Already feeling the leg burn here.
Yep.
Awesome. Less than 10 seconds to go. Keep on moving through.
3, 2, 1.
And
awesome
rest.
Work.
The next 2 moves are the same. It's just gonna be right leg versus left leg. So we're gonna pick up those kettlebells, have them by your sides. We're gonna lunge back, tap your knee, and come into a single leg balance. and then right back into the next one. We'll step back with our left leg first, and then we'll do our right leg next.
All right.
Whew, in 2, 1, let's go. So we're lunging back, tap your knee, come up, balance, and right into it again. Awesome. Whew.
Yeah.
Feel those quads.
Awesome work. At the top of your balance, do your best to get as tall as possible. Imagine that there is a piece of string at the top of your head. You're trying to pull that up towards the ceiling.
I meant to say this earlier, but if you only have one kettlebell, hold it in your left hand if you're stepping back with your left side. So it'll look like that. 2, 1, and rest.
Ooh.
Oh my God.
Okay, that's a little toasty.
That's burning.
So even if you have 2 kettlebells, feel free to mix and match as needed. So as I start to fatigue here, I might drop down to 1 bell, or I might stick with double kettlebells. You know, whatever kind of meets you where you're at in this current situation.
Let's go again on the other side and go for it. So now we're stepping back with the right to the balance. Very nice. Now we're trying to go one right into the next, but if you need to tap your foot down to catch your balance at any point, no worries.
My left side is a little bit trickier, so I do a little balance tap in between, and then I step back.
Halfway through this side.
Awesome job. 12 more seconds.
I went a little heavier than I wish I had on these kettlebells today. But that's okay, we're making it work. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, our fourth and final move, we're gonna do an RDL to a calf raise. So you're gonna hold your 2 kettlebells by your sides, hinge your hips back, stand up, come up on your toes. From the side, it looks like this. Hinge, and up. All right?
All right.
Whew, let's do it.
3, 2, 1, and
let's go.
So RDL, and stand up on your toes. So RDL, make sure your knees stay slightly bent first, and then sit your hips back, and then stand up tall before you get into your calf raise.
If you only have your 1 bell, hold it with both hands. RDL to calf raise. My center of gravity is still
all thrown off.
All thrown off from being pregnant. I'm almost 30 weeks pregnant.
Woo!
At this point.
Insert applause.
10 seconds left. I kind of forget that 3, 2, 1,
Whew.
that I haven't added 20 or so pounds just on my body alone. So sometimes adding the weight feels like a little much. I may do a couple things body weight. You absolutely should feel free to do that as well if your legs are feeling like any of these are a little bit too much.
Yeah.
All right, let's go back to our squat cleans in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Very nice. So this first part is really like a deadlift. So when we return them to the floor, make sure your back is nice and flat, chest is open. We're set up just like a deadlift, driving your feet into the floor to bring those kettlebells up. Nice job. More than halfway. We got this. 10 more
10
seconds.
seconds.
5 to go.
3, 2, 1. Awesome work.
Good job. All right, we're going into the reverse lunge. So we're standing on our right, stepping back with our left. I'm going to show a single kettlebell version for this one. Ooh, and I get a little extra rest this time.
Whew. Feeling it.
We were like, we end with cardio, but apparently we start with it too. And let's go for it. Lunging back with the left and balancing on the right. Nice job.
So we're at a new location.
Oh yeah.
We're at the Corner Studio in Medford. One of our friends, Jenna, owns a studio. Nice, very cute little place.
Yeah, it's beautiful. We've got sunlight out in front of us.
Yeah.
Nice natural light. She's got real plants, unlike us. We can only ever handle fake plants. Jenna's the real deal.
10 seconds. Oh boy. Double kettlebells. Brutal. 3, 2, 1. Awesome job.
Nice work. All right.
All right.
We're gonna move it on over onto the other leg.
Feels good. Feels
That's
good.
great. We've been doing these on the roof, which has been really hard too because it's been hot.
Hot.
So at least we have some AC in here.
I have a never-ending tank top tan that I can't get rid of.
Let's go for
and
it.
Go.
Awesome work here. Like Jason was saying earlier, really think about standing up tall, crown of your head toward the ceiling.
Halfway. Everyone can blame Lauren for this pairing. This is brutal.
I kind of knew it would be brutal, but I don't know, it's way harder than I expected. Things on paper are never
3,
as bad,
2, 1.
or they never look like they're gonna be as bad as they are in real life, no matter how long you've been doing this. All right, so we're going into that RDL to calf raise.
Whew.
Some nice deep breaths here. And let's go ahead and get ourselves set up. We've got 3, 2, 1, and go. Hinging those hips and lifting those heels.
Getting as tall as possible for these calf raises as well. Trying not to lean forward or lean back.
Awesome, you should really be feeling the backs of your legs working as you lower down, as you press back up through your heels.
All right, 10 more seconds.
I woke up like, I don't know, what would you say, a week ago with the worst calf cramp of my life. Jason thought I was going into labor because I was like, oh, because I couldn't like verbalize what was happening, but my calf was just completely seized up.
It was like 3 in the morning. 3 in the morning. I was like, oh my God, what's happening? What's happening?
But I'm shocked that I can do these calf raises today. They feel fine. All right, let's go into 1 and go. Last round of squat cleans here. I'm gonna switch it over to the 1 kettlebell version.
Yep.
Still just as effective. For me, it's all about just monitoring the weight and how everything is feeling. And it was just feeling a little too heavy for me.
Halfway.
Nice job, 15 more seconds, we got this. Keep dropping right into that squat. Your legs are basically active this entire set. No rest.
Everyone's like, I know.
3, 2, 1.
Oh.
All right, we got our lunges. Shake out those quads. Let them rest. Enjoy it while it lasts. Oh yeah. All right.
Man, that rest goes by quick.
It does.
2, 1, and go.
I feel like the first one is always like, oh no, why? And then it kind of like,
You get into it.
it's a little better, yeah. Awesome. Anyway, having that calf cramp made me, I'm like obsessed with water anyway. Ever since my first pregnancy, I've just drank so much water, but it made me even more aware of my hydration. And also made me wonder if I should get compression socks. But I actually have no idea if that helps with calf cramps. It's like circulation, so maybe. I don't know, let me know if you know. 2, 1, rest.
Oh boy.
I snuck one more. Awesome, we're gonna do that on the other side. One more set of RDLs. And then we get to let our legs rest for a little bit for our upper body circuit. So keep working through this one. We're almost there. Let's go on the other side in 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Nice job. If you're doing the 1 kettlebell version, having the other arm out to the side really helps to kind of counterbalance it. When you don't have that other kettlebell there for balance, it can feel even more wobbly and unstable. So I find this position with the hand really helps.
Oh boy.
We got this, Jay.
You got it.
Oh, you got it. You got it at home. 5 more seconds.
3, 2, 1. Oh boy.
Awesome. All right. Oh, we will be feeling those.
Yes. Or immediately.
Or right now. And for the rest of the day, walking up and downstairs. All right. We have one more RDL to calf raise. In 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Ooh, you started with a calf raise.
Well, I kind of had the first rep be picking up off the floor.
That's true. I basically did an extra deadlift then. Bonus. Nice job, about halfway there. Keep on working. Awesome work, everybody. Really drive up onto those toes at the top. Nice and locked out.
3, 2, 1. Awesome
Beautiful.
work.
No
High
more legs.
fives.
Great
Boom.
job. Great job.
All right.
Let those legs rest. Grab some water while we get into what's coming up next.
Circuit number 2, same concept. 40 on, 20 off for 3 rounds, except this time we're skipping lower body, moving on into upper body. All right, after upper body, we do have core and some cardio at the end, but for right now, all the focus is on upper body.
Let's
Lauren,
do it.
You want to take it away?
All right, so again, we can do everything with 1 or 2 kettlebells. I'll show you options for both. We're gonna start with an alternating overhead press. If you have 1 bell, you'll just be doing a straight press. So you're gonna bring your bells into the rack position. Here, we're gonna hold them there the whole time. You're gonna press 1 up, down, and then the other up, down. If you only have 1 bell, you're holding in the goblet position and pressing straight up and down with both arms for the full 40 seconds.
All right.
Sound good?
Let's
I'll
do
give you
it.
the rest of it as we go. Let's get into it. We got 5 seconds to start, so grab your bells. And 3, 2, 1, let's go. So they're in the rack. Press, down, and press. Awesome work. We're trying to focus on keeping the rest of your body as still as possible, so you don't want a lot of extra movement coming from your torso, from your legs, from your knees. Everything is locked out tight. Squeezing those glutes. We're focusing on the shoulders. You'll feel some triceps as you lock it out overhead. 10 more seconds.
Try and get that arm right by your ear, not necessarily reaching your head to it, but just pulling it back in line with your ear.
And rest. Beautiful. Next one, we're gonna do a dead start alternating row. So you're gonna have your feet in a bit of a sumo stance, nice and wide. Send your hips back. The kettlebells start on the ground. You're gonna row 1 up, back down, and switch. Alternating sides. If you're doing just 1 bell, same thing, but the other hand is just off to the side. You'll do 20 seconds on one, 20 on the other. Let's go.
And this one's key to get that hinge position down. So really bending at the knees, sitting your hips back right here, shifting your weight back, all right? If your weight is shifting forward, you're gonna get some more pressure on your lower back, so make sure you send it back in order to get that weight and load on your hips, your glutes, your hamstrings.
Switch sides if you're doing 1 arm.
Awesome work.
Think about really pulling with your upper back from behind your shoulder blade. 5 more seconds here.
3, 2, 1, and nice job.
My nose is running. Bending forward wasn't really helping. All right, dropping 1 kettlebell. We're gonna go into a tall plank, tall kneeling, 1.5 bicep curl. So you're gonna bring it up to the top, squeeze those glutes. You're gonna go all the way down, halfway up, all the way down, all the way up. All right, in 2, 1, let's go. So let it go all the way down, curl halfway, all the way down, curl all the way. Beautiful. In between each full rep, we just get a little half curl. Nice job. Tall kneeling really keeps it honest on those biceps. You can't use your legs or lower body to help you as much.
It felt easy at first, but now it's building up.
Yeah, this one builds for sure. 10 more seconds here.
5 seconds. 3, 2, 1.
Very
Awesome
nice.
work.
All right, next one. Jason's gonna show hook lying. I'm gonna show standing. We're gonna do a tricep extension. Hook lying is on your back with your knees bent, arms overhead, bending the elbows and straightening them out. I'm gonna do the same thing from the standing position, pregnancy modification. All right, we got 3, 2, 1, let's go. So basically, either way, bending those at the elbow, and then using the triceps to press that weight either overhead if you're standing or toward the ceiling if you're hook lying.
And don't just straighten out the arm, really think about at the top, squeezing the back of your arm, squeezing those triceps in order to get the most amount of pump benefit possible. So you're not just kind of mindlessly locking out, but really, you know, going under intention, basically, or lifting through intention.
We got 3, 2, 1, and rest.
Awesome.
Beautiful. All right, that's our upper body circuit. We're gonna go through that 2 more times, starting with our alternating overhead presses. All right, which is a nice little combo, triceps into overhead press. We're using some of the same muscles, so might get a little fatigued here, but we can do it. We got 3, 2, 1, let's go. Oh yeah, I'm feeling that pre-fatigue already. Awesome. And remember, you can always switch it to a 2-arm goblet press instead of these single arm presses. That goes for if you have the 2, or if you don't have 2, or if the 2 that you have just are feeling too heavy to single arm press, we can do this goblet press instead. Awesome job. We got it. We got 10 more seconds.
Whew. I am sweaty right now.
Even in the AC. 2, 1, take a rest. We're gonna go into our bent over rows. Nice wide stance. Dumbbells are set on the ground. And we're alternating which arm we row with. If you need to elevate the kettlebells to meet yourself where you're at, you can put a couple yoga blocks or a mat underneath to make them a little more accessible. All right, we got 2, 1, and go. I like to actually kind of push down into the one that's on the ground as I row the other one. Kind of gives a little bit of extra stability. Feels like a little bit of a push-pull movement.
It's kind of like a bow and arrow. Someone winding back a bow and arrow. Yeah. One's pushing, one's pulling.
Halfway if you're doing one. Yeah, it just feels right. Just feels good.
Feels good.
Awesome, 10 more seconds here. This one has a little bit of a compound effect with the bicep curl because the row gets your back and your biceps. Rest. And then we're just isolating the biceps. So we're kind of doing that with both of those little combos there.
I keep tossing this towel aside, but I need
just
it like
keep it close by. Keep it close by. Do the towel around your neck thing. Whatever you got to do.
All right.
All right, we got 5 seconds. We're going to that tall kneeling position. 1 kettlebell, bicep curls. Let's go for it. I'm almost unable to lower my arms all the way straight. My belly is certainly starting to get in the way. For a long time, it was only going forward, so that felt fine, but now I'm kind of going out to the sides as well, so we're running out of room here.
Oh boy, this one builds.
This one builds.
Ooh. All right,
a little half rep really gets you.
Ooh.
10 more seconds here. And like Jason's showing, no egos here. If you need to take a rest, you take it. 2, 1, and rest.
All right.
Awesome job. We're gonna go into that tricep extension, either standing or hook lying. Whichever one feels better for you. There's no right way to do this. You're getting the same muscles either way, so whatever you'd prefer. If you're working out outside, lying on your back might not feel great. This is a good option. All right, we got 3, 2, 1, let's go. If you are standing, you want to make sure that as you lower the weight back behind you, you're not arching your back. So really be cognizant of your rib cage position. We don't want to extend as we lower down, but keep those ribs stacked over your hips and that back nice and flat or in its natural slight curve. Nice job. Whew. Triceps and shoulders are working hard. 10 more seconds here. We got this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, I almost ran out of steam there. We made it through. All right.
All right, last round. And then we move on to core.
We got this, we got this. All right, let those arms work hard on this last round. We got 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Alternating press here. Just like I was talking about for the tricep extension, when you're standing, same thing with the press when you're standing. Keep those ribs stacked over your hips. Try not to let your back arch as you press. It can be very tempting, especially as you get fatigued. If you feel it, drop down to 1 bell, or just slow the set down a little bit so you can maintain your form throughout. We're almost there. We got 10 more seconds.
Oh,
I'm definitely fatiguing.
those triceps.
I know. That combo is rough. 3, 2, 1. Take a rest.
All right. Lauren, we'll never create one of these workouts again. I'll do it. And we'll just do 40 minutes of straight breathing, 40 minutes of just stretching.
You have some of those classes.
I do,
Those
I do.
are called mobility classes. All right, 2, 1. Let's go into those rows. Come on. You complain, but you kind of love it at the same time.
Good burn. Good sweat, obviously.
Yeah.
At least for me. Lauren doesn't sweat. She's immune to sweating.
Well, that's usually true, but I'm kind of sweating right now. Like, I almost need a towel. My hands are a little sweaty, making the grip even harder.
So for better audio quality, we don't turn on the AC. We turn it off. And so otherwise, it would pick up this like whooshing sound the whole time. And that's a little bit annoying. But basically, that means we're sweating a lot.
That means we're hot. 5 seconds.
3, 2, 1. Nice work.
Awesome work.
All
All right,
right.
we're gonna go down into those bicep curls, tall kneeling. Also, if you don't have anything comfortable to kneel on, you can do this standing. No reason you can't. Should have said that at the beginning, but
Yeah.
hopefully you didn't torture yourself kneeling on something that was uncomfortable and just figure that one out on your own. All right, we got 2, 1, let's go.
And hopefully you know by now, the whole theme of our class is to just make everything work for you, right? You don't have to force yourself to do a certain variation, a certain exercise. If it's not working for you, we're all about just getting consistency, just moving in whatever ways work best for you.
Yeah, you're all adults, you're all in charge of your own body, right? So we're here to offer options, offer variations, but you know yourself best. All right. Maybe you're not all adults. Maybe some of you are kids, and that's awesome too. 3, 2, 1.
Awesome.
But even if you're a kid, you know your body best, all right? So go ahead and bring it onto your back if you're following Jason, up to standing if you're following me. Can I use that, please?
It's pretty wet.
Oh yeah, this is gross. Good thing we're married. All right, that didn't help at all. I think that made me more sweaty. We got 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Yeah, stay away from me.
Jason decided he needed the whole mat for this one this time. Awesome work. Oh, feel those triceps, feel those shoulders. Great little way to end this upper body burn here.
After this, like we mentioned before, core, and then a little bit of cardio at the end. And then we'll be all set.
Regrettably, the cardio has some shoulders in it.
Yeah,
Which now I'm
it's
feeling
gonna be tough.
like was a bad idea. Ugh. 5 more seconds, push through. 3, 2, 1. Awesome.
All right.
All right, high fives. Great job.
Good job.
Nice work.
All right.
All right.
So, give you the water bottle. So, lower body done, upper body done. Now we've got core. This time we're gonna go 3 moves, 30 seconds on, 15 seconds off by 3 rounds.
3 rounds.
3
yeah.
rounds. So it's gonna be a little bit shorter than the other ones because there's 1 exercise less, and the work interval is a little bit less as well. Work interview. But yeah, Lauren, take it away.
All right, so the first one, Jason's gonna show this one because this is no longer an option for me during my pregnancy. He's gonna do a 2 kettlebell straight leg sit up. So he's gonna get on his back, press the bells up toward the ceiling, sit up, bring those bells overhead, and lower back down under control. You kind of use those kettlebells to guide you back down. You can also do this with a single bell in the goblet position or a single bell on one wrist, whatever works for you. So a single bell would look like that, yep. And then sitting up. All right, for me, I'm gonna be doing a standing bicycle. So hands behind the head, elbow to knee, alternating sides. Good modification if that just doesn't feel accessible, or if you're pregnant like me, we can do that instead. All right, we'll give you the rest of them as we go through. Just 3 moves, 3 rounds. We got this. Starting in 5 seconds. We got 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
All right. I'm gonna go with the 1 kettlebell version. So again, legs out straight, really locking those knees out and coming up overhead. All right, now use the kettlebell to kind of guide you a little bit. So kind of drive the bell forward and then bring it perfectly overhead at the top and then bring it back. All right, so you're using it as a little bit of counterbalance throughout this set. And of course, Lauren worked in a little bit of a shoulder burner here.
I'm sorry. And rest, very good. All right, next we're gonna do a tall plank or kneeling plank kettlebell drag. So I'll show kneeling, Jason will show tall. We're gonna have 1 kettlebell off to the side. You're gonna have your hands out in front of you, plank position. You're gonna drag the kettlebell to the other side, place the hand back down, and switch. All right, let's get right into it.
And drag it to the outside of your body and not keeping it within your shoulders, if possible. Again, another shoulder move, Lauren, come on.
Yeah, I was really not feeling nice today.
We're feeling strong in the shoulders today. I'm dropping down to kneeling here. Whew.
Actually, I had originally had this one in the upper body circuit. And I was like, it's kind of more core. So then I put Tricep Extensions, which is like doubling the upper body work. So I'm sorry. Anyway, Jason's gonna do on his back heel taps here. So he's gonna be in a sort of crunch sit-up position, tapping, alternating each heel. I'm gonna do a bird dog as an alternative in 2, 1, let's go.
So for these, getting your upper back, getting your chest as far forward as possible in this crunched position, this hollow position, and then while maintaining that, you're kind of twisting to the side and twisting to the side. All right, so get your upper back off the floor while you do these. Whew.
10 more seconds, nice job. Three, 2, 1, and rest. Very good.
All right.
All right, the rests are quick, 15 seconds. We're gonna go back to the top, so either your straight leg sit-up or your standing bicycle. You can also do the straight leg sit-up body weight, so you don't have to use a weight if you don't want to. We got 2, 1, and go. Awesome work. I've been telling Jason I'm having a hard time gauging the difficulty of these core segments when I write them because I am definitely needing to modify a lot of the core moves at this point. Still training core, just in a not as much of a flexing, crunching, sit-upping way, which is kind of what gets you the burn. So I'll let you guys tell me, rest, how these have been feeling. If anyone can feel anything besides their shoulders at this point.
All right.
All right, we're going into that tall plank or kneeling plank. Kettlebell drag in 3, 2, 1, let's go. So if you're in the kneeling plank, you still have your hips forward. All right, so you're still kind of in that straight body plank position as opposed to being in more of a quadruped position. You could do that as well, but if you want to challenge your abs a little bit more, send those hips forward. That's going to make it a little more challenging. We got 10 more seconds here. And 3, 2, 1, very good.
Ooh.
All right, going onto your back for heel taps. I'm gonna stay on my hands and knees for bird dogs.
All right.
We got this.
5 seconds.
And 3, 2, 1, let's go. If you're doing the bird dogs, we're focusing on keeping everything square to the ground. So shoulders, hips, belly buttons pointing toward the floor as you reach. Awesome job. We have 10 more seconds.
Ooh, the burn is building.
We got this. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Very nice. Awesome work. All right, one more round. Can I grab that? Thank you. I don't care how sweaty you've been. I needed it. Oh, sorry.
All right, in 3, 2, 1, and go.
Let's go. Straight leg sit up or standing crunch, bicycle crunch. Nice job. On that straight leg sit up, use that weight as a counterbalance to lower yourself back down. That really feels nice. Allows you to go down slowly so you don't feel like you're plopping down onto your back. 2, 1, and rest. Awesome job. Figured I'd do the talking for Jason since it's not easy to do those and talk at the same time. All right. Going into that tall plank. Kettlebell drag in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Really reach all the way through. Try not to rock or rotate your hips as you're dragging that kettlebell under. Awesome job. You got this.
Shoulders.
I know.
And we got a little shoulder burner at the end
I know.
too.
I'm like, I almost thought about audibling, but I already said it, so now it's too late. You're just gonna have to go with what I wrote, and you can blame me when it's over.
3, 2, 1.
Nice
All right.
job. All right. Let's finish with a little heel tap or bird dog.
Whew.
And then we have a quick cardio finisher. We are very close to the end. We're very close. We're right there. We got 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
If you're on Instagram, make sure you tag us. Let us know that you're following along. It's always cool to just see, we'll get the notification when we're just, at the park with our son or just at work. And it's like, oh, it's cool. People are doing this at all times, all around the world. And it makes this burn and the sweat a lot more worth
Feel
it.
worth it. Nice job. We got 3, 2, 1,
Ooh.
and we're done with the core segment. Beautiful job, everybody.
All right.
Awesome work. Awesome work.
All right.
All right,
So,
tell them what's coming.
we've got our 4th and final segment. It's gonna be our quickest one. It's gonna be fast paced though. 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest by 4 rounds. All right, we've got 2 different exercises. And Lauren, you wanna take it away with exercise 1.
This is the one everyone's gonna hate me for. I'm so sorry. I swear I'm a nice person in real life, but I was feeling really mean when I wrote this. So we have a double kettlebell rebound push press, which means you're gonna clean the bells up into the rack position. You're gonna do a push press. So we're using now our legs, at least we get to use our legs, to get those kettlebells overhead. You can pause for a second at the top. You're gonna bring them down, catch, rebound, right into the next one. All right, so that catch, you're dipping and driving right into the next rep. You can do that with 1 kettlebell as well. Here, dip, drive, right into the next one. All right, the second move is gonna be swings. You can either do it with 2 kettlebells or with a single bell. And that's it.
That's it.
All right, it's only 20 seconds of work, so it's gonna fly by.
Yeah.
But it will burn,
yeah.
it will burn.
But let's do it.
Let's do it anyway.
Let's go.
All right, let's just get it over with.
Now, as far as the rebound push presses go, feel free to just do standard push presses as well if the coordination aspect is a little bit difficult, all right?
And go.
Let's go. So push press.
Awesome. So you're just catching with your knees bent, kind of absorbing the weight as it comes down and redistributing it back up overhead. Only 5 more seconds. We can do this. And rest.
Good job.
Awesome. That wasn't so bad. It goes by quick. You get to use your legs.
When the knees bend, just think knees forward, hips straight down, and that helps you to redirect the bells straight up.
And swings. Let's go. So we have 2 bells or 1. You choose what works for you or what you have for equipment. Send those bells way back. Drive the feet into the floor. Stand tall. Arms end up straight out in front of you. 2, 1. Rest.
All right.
1 down, 3 to go.
Whew.
That's it. We're almost there.
Piece of cake.
Quick rest though. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Nice job. Nice quick rebound. Remember cardio effect here, so if you want to drop down to 1 and think about speed,
Whew.
rest. That's what I'm doing. I'm actually gonna put that second bell off to the side for the rest of this round. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Whew.
10 seconds, come on. Nice job.
5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Nice work.
Halfway. Awesome work.
Halfway.
Almost there. Almost there. Into those push presses. We got 3, 2,
2,
1. Let's go. Let those legs help you out. We haven't had to use them since the first round. Remember that? They were burning so much. Now you barely feel them. 3, 2, 1. Rest.
Oh boy.
They're so fresh to help you.
2.5 rounds.
We got it. 3, 2, 1. Let's swing. That rest just gets shorter and shorter somehow as we go through the circuit. Nice job. Halfway. Use the backs of your legs, hips, glutes.
3,
Stand tall.
2, 1.
Awesome.
All right, last one.
We're almost there. We can do this. Final set of Evo push presses. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Rebound right into the next one. If you need to rest, rest overhead. Which I know doesn't feel like much of a rest. After all that shoulder work. 5 seconds, come on. 2, 1. Awesome. Last set.
Oh my goodness.
We're so close, we're so close. 3,
3,
2, 1. Let's do it, finish strong.
Drive into the floor. Stand up tall. Get those hips locked out. Whew.
5 seconds, come on.
3, 2, 1.
Done.
Awesome job.
High five.
5. Whew.
Low 5 for you.
All right.
All right. Let's stretch a little bit.
Let's get down. Let's go into a little bit of child's pose. Whew. Let me get my towel. All right. And just relax right here. Nice work, everyone. Boulder shoulders.
We're speechless.
That's what
it'll
this
be
is
called.
Yeah.
People will be very confused when they start with the first circuit. They're like, this doesn't feel like shoulders.
They meant quads.
You never saw it coming.
All right, let's get into a hip flexor stretch. So get into a kneeling position. Knees at 90-degree angles. You're trying to squeeze the glute of the down leg. Just hang out right here. Get those hip flexors and quads stretched out. Oh boy.
How are we feeling? Feeling great?
Feeling excellent.
Let us know in the comments. Go right to it after this last stretch, and just be like, that was awesome.
We had a little bit of a hiatus.
Yeah.
I think it was like a week and a half or so. But hopefully back on a more recurring schedule now that we have a more permanent space available to us. The last time, the wind was just a little bit too much at the rooftop. It was cool, but
yeah, it looked cool, sounded pretty terrible.
yeah. So
that was a tough workout too. We also went too heavy on that one.
Yeah.
That's been our MO lately.
Kind of the theme. We only have, since we don't have access to our whole array of weights, we only have a certain allotment available, and so sometimes we go heavier than usual, but it's good.
It's been great.
Yeah, pushes ourselves a little bit.
Now that it's over, feels great.
All right, cool.
Awesome.
I think that is about it. Thank you so much for joining us again. If you're on Instagram, feel free to tag us. Again, it helps us to push through the burn and the pain here with no AC. Oh my God, first world problems. But thank you all.
Yeah, and we hope you'll come back and do this one again if you're willing, if you're brave enough. It'll feel easier the second time around. You even would be able to probably sneak in a couple extra reps, a little bit more weight, try a new variation. So it's always good to come back to the same workout over and over and feel your progress from week to week. So
definitely.
Thanks so much for joining us.
Until next time,
Sweat out.
happiness in.